Guardian JZ here, and today we are turning to the dark side. So everyone remembers Skullgreymon. You know, when Tai overfed Agumon in that one Dark Evolution episode, and then Edamon put him with the Greymon to fight, and then he turned into this giant monstrosity of a Dark Digivolution. So my idea was, what if all of the Digimon Adventure cast got this evolution type treatment? Dark evolutions for the rest of the Adventure cast. Well, wonder no more, because I have made Dark Digivolutions for the rest of the Adventure cast. So make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll never miss another video, and share this channel, because it really needs help in development. Let's get started with Birdramon. And Birdramon will Dark Digivolve to Vulturedramon. Okay, the reason I named it Vulturedramon, even though there's already a Vulturedramon that released recently, is because it's based off the Strix in vultures, basically. I wanted to lean into more of that draconic almost feel that Birdramon gives off, because it's technically a dragon Digimon, contrasting to Garudamon's humanoid shape. That's one of the criteria I want to follow here. Like how Metal Greymon gets even a more advanced and robotic body, while Skullgreymon has a lot more of a skeleton-based body, losing matter. This dual theme is something I wanted to keep while designing Vulturedramon compared to Garudamon. Garudamon's a lot more humanoid, and I tried making Vulturedramon a bit more dragon-like, however, it just became more of a bird. However, I do like this design, and I hope y'all like it too. Alright, now time for the next one on our list, Kabuterimon. In Kabuterimon, with the power of corrupted knowledge, will Dark Digivolve to Xenokabuterimon. It's a xenomorph, if you couldn't tell already. An alien, and the reason I made it this is because, funny thing is, Kabuterimon evolves into its ultimate stage in the episode with Vetamon, the alien-esque Digimon. So I can totally see it Dark Digivolving in this little pocket dimension Vetamon has. And another thing that happens in the episode is that Izzy loses its knowledge. So maybe the absence of knowledge will trigger Xenokabuterimon. However, I do like this design. I made it a bit more skinnier than Mega Kabuterimon to contrast, and I hope you like it too. Okay, next one's a fun one, Togemon. And Togemon will Dark Digivolve to Severinmon. Okay, this one is gonna take some explaining. I've been reading this book called Jumbies by Tracy Baptiste. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. And then there's basically this tree lady that's the villain called Severine. So I based it off of that. I gave it a lot more skinny frame as it's designed in the book. And I also basically made its body look like it's made of wood. I also added a lot of Blossomon elements. I didn't want to just go with a monster, because that's kind of the opposite of Lilymon. Then the fairy, the dragon, I could have made something like Tropiumon, but then if I just made Tropiumon, what's the point of Tropiumon existing? Because there's already a Tropiumon. So yeah, I really do like this design. It's a cool concept. I kind of make the pants look like a Garurumon pelt on accident, which is kind of messed up. However, I really do like this design, and it was hard to draw. Let me just say that much, and I hope you do like it too, as much as I do. Next up is Ikakumon. You know the drill by now. Ikakumon will Dark Digivolve to I don't have a name for this. Zugamon? I don't know. Zudomon's name comes from a Japanese onomatopoeia, so I tried to make mine come from a Japanese onomatopoeia. I just couldn't find anything that worked. Zugamon, maybe. I don't know. It's Loki. Zudomon clearly takes in some inspiration from Thor, so I made mine based off of Loki. It's on 4 legs and has more fur to contrast to Zudomon. And Zugamon, whatever we're calling it, also has like a scepter bone tail that almost kind of looks like a whale fin tail. Yeah, I want these to be kind of bony, but not just Skullgarurumon and Skullbergamon, because that's just lazy in my opinion, unless you find something to differentiate it with. So, yeah, that's about it. I hope you like it. I also give it green stripes and stuff, and yeah, that is Zugamon for you guys. And now, we're in a bit of a bind. Next up are the Angel Digimon. This one is hard, trying to not make it look like every other, devil Digimon ever. Because then, we would have just used them. Trying to make them unique in all my drawings is one thing I want to keep consistent. So let's start off with Gatomon, as that was the easiest to make out of Gatomon and Angemon. I didn't want to just make Lady Devimon, so I was thinking of what if we leaned into a bit more of the bestial side of Gatomon instead of making it an angel, like a more cat-like ultimate. So Gatomon would Dark Digivolve to Sekuthemon. This one's also going to take some explaining and design. I based it off of the Egyptian god of death set, especially since Nefertimon, another cat-like ultimate for Gatomon, is also Egyptian themed. The rest is mainly just creative liberty and trying to make it look like Wizardmon a bit, with Wizardmon's pants. I wanted to add kind of like a witch vibe, however, I feel like that would just be too much on the concept I was already going for. So I gave it a scarred eye, a white pupil, and I gave it Wizardmon's pants. Because my idea is that, Wizardsmon's data would infuse with Gatomon, causing it to Dark Digivolve into this, half-broken zombie monstrosity. And I really like the way this design came out, and I hope you guys like it too. Anyways, here is Sekuthemon. Second to last, we have Angemon. This was so hard that I had to make 2 designs on it. Because, again, I just didn't want it to look like every other Devil Digimon out there. It can always evolve into something like Neo Devimon or stuff like that. However, that's boring. So I decided to put a spin on it and have a very fun idea. So, with the power of corrupted hope, Angemon will Dark Digivolve to Sephirothmon. This Digimon is based off of described as biblically accurate angels, and let me just say, designing this was hard. Not only to find a concept for it and actually try and execute it, also because the images I had to look at, oh god, guys, you do not know how much my trypophobia kicked in during that. Or just a fear of multiple eyes. I don't like it. In fact, this Digimon was so hard to design that I made 2 versions of it. Either one you like. Here is Sephirothmon. Finally, we have Garurumon. I've been saving this for last because, like I said, when I was trying to make everything like a parallel of each other, I just made it Skull because to parallel to Skullgreymon. Because I thought that would be a cute pairing, especially since we're not probably going to give them megas. But hey, if you want to see megas of all of these, make sure to like and subscribe. Because, well, I am not doing any more drawing videos in 2023 for a good chunk of a while, unless y'all guys actually seriously want it. So anyways, with the power of corrupted friendship, Garurumon will Dark Digivolve to Garurumon. It's a skeleton Garurumon. What else do I need to say? I got the fur on it, and like even some of like the stripes on it to indicate that like, hey, this is Garurumon. And the one thing I started noticing about Skullgreymon is that it basically just has like a giant nuke on its back, like a cannon. Metal Garurumon has a cannon. Or at least it's like associated with a cannon since it evolves into Z Garurumon and Omnimon, which has the Garuru cannon. So I thought maybe we can do a little switcheroo thing. Because like Wargreymon's associated with swords because Omnimon has the gray sword and it evolves into Victory Greymon. So I gave Skullgreymon a tail that is a skeleton sword. And honestly, it does kind of feel out of place. But to be fair, so does the giant nuke on Skullgreymon's back. So, yeah, this is my first time drawing this. This was the first drawing I made for this, so it's not as good as the rest. However, as a parallel to Skullgreymon, I think it's great. I asked many of my friends about this, and they said Skullgreymon was way too over-designed. And I actually did a really good job with the complexity, and I honestly think I did too. So anyways, here is Skullgreymon. And that is what if all Digimon Adventure Kids got their own Dark Digivolutions. I will try uploading daily again. However, between this video and me just not finding a game to play, I really couldn't find much room to do anything. However, I do have some ideas in mind. Finally. So, yeah, that's it. So make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you'll never miss another video. I am Guardian JZ, and I'll see you guys next time. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Peace.